Rebels and the Autauga Generals. Game one was won by the Lady Rebels in a 9-7. Great game here in game one, but here this game will decide if we go down to Autauga tomorrow and play a game three, or we wrap up the series here in Lafayette. Beautiful spring day here. Temperatures are in the mid 60s. Slight breeze happening, but just a wonderful day for softball, Sid.
Chad, it's a great day. I'm on the other side of the fence right now, waiting on Coach Patterson. She may or may not be able to work this interview in. Here she comes. I think we're ready to start, though, so I'm going to get out of the way.
Sid, welcome back from across the fence there.
Across the fence. Did Coach P give us a lineup there, buddy?
I think so.
Okay, we have asked for lineups from both teams and don't have either, so we'll get along without it.
Pitch was high and outside for a ball.
Beautiful afternoon for softball here at the Chambers Academy Softball Complex.
Push foul down the third base line. Yes, first game there, I came in a little bit late about the third inning and watched it on. It was an exciting game. Rebels fought back to take the lead and held on through 7 innings to take the first game 9-7.
Very exciting game, a lot of action. Well played game after about the third.
Hot shot to second, easily handled there for the first out here in the top of the first. Folks, the reason why the Rebels are the away team on this one here is because you got to flip it around when we're doing back-to-back games like this. So they'll be the away team, and Autauga will be the home team for this game.
Well, and you know, it was a 7-run inning for the Rebels there. I thought we were up when I first got here, but we were down 2-0, scored 7. Autauga came back, and we managed to pull out a win 9-7.
Nice pitch there for a strike.
Got to see a lot of hitting in that latter part of the opening game of this doubleheader.
And we got to see Foster go deep over right field for the Lady Rebels in game one.
And that was your basic no-doubter. From contact, that ball was out of here.
Yeah, the right fielder just looked up. Shot to short, gathered up there. It's going to be a close play. Runner legs it out down first base.
Actually, a nice play there by first base. Shortstop getting to that ball.
So runner on first for Foster here in the top of the first. Rebels have 1 out.
Ball skips away.
Runner advances easily down to second on the wild pitch.
Yeah, the ball just skipped up there, and catcher had not much of a chance to handle that one.
Foster takes that one for a strike. One count. I think that might have been inside for a ball. 2-1 now to Foster.
Yeah, pitch probably was inside. Our angle is directly across from the plate. Hard to tell in and out. We can see up and down a little bit better. High strike comes back.
Evens the count up 2-2 now. Sid, as the evening progresses, anybody on the left side of the field will be fighting that sun as it sets off to the west. Already getting some hands in front of the faces already here on the left side of the infield.
Drill.
Over to right field. It's going to be extra base.
That's a run.
And they called it
Oh,
foul.
boy, that was real trouble. That was a run and probably 2 bases easily. Michaela made good contact with that ball, just pulled it a little bit foul. 2-2 count. Good swing. Boy, that was a good defensive swing to stay alive on a good pitch.
So far, this official strike range is pretty open, so she's probably doing the best she can back there to see stay alive up there.
Same ball.
Right. No question about that one. That one's in. So 1 run will score for the Lady Rebels, and Foster will be standing up for a double here in the top of the first.
Well, another RBI from Michaela Foster, a 2-base stand-up shot to right center.
Now up for the Lady Rebels is OG Daughtry. Outside for a ball.
I believe there's only 1 out, correct? Good pitch.
And there for a strike.
Off the foot.
So 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Daughtry with 1 out here, top of the first. Rebels are up by 1. That run was knocked in by Foster with a stand-up double. High for a ball. 2-2 now to Daughtry.
Beautiful afternoon for a little softball chat.
It's not lovely.
Nice job of hitting there, too.
Fought that one off. Stay alive up there. Still 2-2 now to Daughtry.
Not a cloud in the sky. It's crystal blue. Temperatures up mid-70s, you think, by now?
That's a Chamber of Commerce kind of day here.
Absolutely. Got her. Good pitch.
And Daughtry goes down swinging for the second out here in the top of the first.
Good low pitch. Couldn't hold up on that one. Got to take a cut out.
Now up for the Lady Rebels, I think it's Allie Pascal.
I would contribute, but I don't have a lineup card, and I'm not going to risk it. Out in front a little bit on that one. Fouled off.
We'll see if we can get a runner here in between innings to shot to short, going to first with an out, and that will do it.
Good job.
In the top of the first. The Rebels put 1 on as we go to the bottom. Rebels are up 1-0.
Chet, we've got Coach Patterson here. She's going to join us in between the inning break. Coach, congratulations on Game 1 win.
Thank you very much.
pretty exciting to see the Lady Rebels come back, put a 7 spot on the board there.
Absolutely. We did not have a good tournament showing this weekend, and we really worked through some things, and they're actually now playing ball like we've known they could the whole time.
Well, I thought it was really important for the ladies to come back after the score was tied. A little bit of a rocky inning there. Ball got on the ground. We didn't make a couple of catches, but they came right back and put a 2 spot on. They took a 9-7 lead. I just think that's a sign of a winner.
Absolutely. That's pretty much what we've worked on all year. We get in that 1/2 inning where we kind of let up a little bit, and we've just been trying to teach them errors are part of the game. Take it, move on from it.
Great coaching. That's a great coaching. Coach, we know he's short of time. If we could get a lineup card from you, we would really appreciate it. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it. Coach Patterson, always willing to help us out, Chet. Always very generous with her time.
That for rosters and impromptu interviews.
Well, you know, the break between the doubleheader here was pretty quick.
Yeah,
I was kind of surprised it went by that fast. But anyway. We still do not have the Autauga lineup card, and we'll work on that as well. Yep. I'm going to grab Coach Heather's lineup card. Will you ask her for one? I'm not doing that. Okay, we're halfway home, Chet.
Excellent.
Good call on Allie Pascal. The last at bat.
Pelliso came on there to pitch the first pitcher, and now Foster is out there for the Lady Rebels. So quick pitching change there by Coach Patterson. Hey, Coach Heather.
Coach, thank you so much. We
You're
appreciate
welcome.
that. Did Helliso stay in the game, Chet?
I don't think so. No balls, 1 strike and 1 out here to the Autauga batter. Pushes that one back against the fencing. 0-2 now. It's in the dirt for a ball. Foster delivers and gets her swinging for the second out here in the bottom of the first.
2 quick outs.
Rebels.
Yeah.
pitch was low for a ball. No strikes and 2 outs here, bottom of the first. Rebels are up by 1 here in game 2 of this playoff round. Round 1.
Chad, I'm watching. I'm just furiously scribbling on the scorecard the names here.
Took that one for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Count up now 2-2. Pushes that one foul down the first baseline. Count remains full. And that is Johnson who draws the walk for the Autauga Generals here in the bottom of the first.
I knew what you meant. And that was Johnson.
Mm-hmm. Now up for the Lady Generals, number 55, catcher Virgin. Quick throw down to first by Gillen from behind the plate.
Play was a little bit closer than I thought it was going to be. The ball just scooted away from OG and runner back safe no matter what. Might have been a little message there.
Another quick throw down to first and
very close play there.
So 2 balls and no strikes to Virgin now. With 2 outs, runner on first. Rebels are up 1-0 here. Bottom of the first.
Straight back into the catcher's mask. 2 really nice snap throws there by Mackenzie Gillen down to first base.
Outside for a ball.
So my hand signals there, you interpreted that right away about the scoreboard?
Yeah.
Foul straight back. It's up. Ooh. Yeah, these shifting of the home team at the doubleheader break is still can be a little confusing on the call and the board.
Yeah. 3-2 now to Virgin. Virgin takes this one into short center. Trouble out there in the right field.
She's going home.
Cut off by Foster.
Good job.
In the circle there to hold the runner at third and first, but strong hit there by Burgeon with 2 outs. Now with runners on the corner.
Really nice piece of hitting there. Just dropped that ball into right center.
And 0-0, L. Burgeon runs for number 55, M. Burgeon.
We're here in the bottom of the first as the Autauga Lady Generals are at bat.
Now up for Autauga is Powell.
First
Shot
pitch.
Short, going to first for the 3rd out of the inning, and successful inning out there for Foster as she came in quickly in the bottom of the first for the Lady Rebels to pitch. And the Rebels are up 1-0 as we go to the top of the second.
Okay, folks, we're moving to the top of the second here. Chester's going to do a little bit of adjusting here on our setup. Again, we're working off a hot spot. Trying to stay close to the camera in these later games, just that helps our signal, it seems. Get a little bit better coverage. But as we move to the top of the second, it's 1-0. Chambers, I believe, will send up Gabby Coleman, Mackenzie Gilliland, and Sophie Price.
Sid, that was an action-packed first inning there for the Rebels and the Generals.
Well, a lot of activity for a first inning, a lot of scrambling by the broadcast team. So it was really a little hectic, but we're settled in now. We're ready to go. Coleman stepping in. Pitch a little low. Ball 1. So Autauga pitcher has good velocity and has shown really good control. The Lady Rebels is taking some swipes here. Another pitch low. 2-ball count, no strikes, nobody out. Pitcher sets. Ball 3. 3-0 count.
Testing. Testing.
I think you're back, Chet.
I think so. Thank you to Mrs. Gooden for running down here and telling me about that. Not too sure what it was.
Good pitch. 3-0 count. Moves to the 3-1 there, bud.
Well, let's see if this will work here.
At least for a little while, right?
Yeah. Gabby Coleman fights away up there, runs the count 3-2 now. Coleman takes that pitch for a ball and draws a walk here with no outs in the top of the second.
Good job by Coleman there. Got out front. 3-0. Waited on ball 4. See what Mackenzie Gilliland can do here. Chad, it's a big game too for the Autauga Lady Generals. Lose this one in the round of playoffs, first round's over.
Yep. They have to win or they end their season here today. Gillen tries to put down a bunt but rolls foul.
Good late attempt there, kind of disguised that bunt. Third baseman is up. Everybody else pretty much normal depth.
Called strike on Gillen.
Quick 0-2 count there. We saw last week how quick that ball can get back to the pitching mound.
Yes.
In the softball game. Saw the Ezekiel pitcher take an absolute shot off the upper arm or shoulder, and tough kid, just stayed in the game and kept right on going.
Yep.
I think she moved to a fielding position, but did not leave.
Ward delivered low on that one, so a 2-2 count now to Gillen. Kinsey rips it to short, looking for two here. Turns one, but doesn't get McKenzie over at first. So the force out at second, and McKenzie is safe at first with one out.
Yeah, quick, easy force play. No question there, but McKenzie was down to first base quickly.
Now up for the Lady Rebels is number 17, Sophie Price.
Good pitch. Good velocity on that fastball. Wind's picking up just a bit, Chet, blowing in from left field.
Low in the dirt, but stopped by the catcher, Burgeon, for Autauga. Keeps it in front of her so Gillen doesn't take second. Hot shot to short, looking for another double play, and Sophie beats the throw over at first.
Almost a repeat of the previous play, just a little bit closer at first base.
So two outs now. McKenzie's out on the force at second, and Sophie Price is at first. And now up for the Lady Rebels is number 18, Heliso.
Yeah, Chet, that sun, as it starts to settle here, left field and center field, and a good bit of the infield is going to be
Short and third are going
tough.
to be low for a ball.
No clouds, nothing in the sky, so it's going to be a tough one to pick up.
Takes that one for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike to Heliso.
Ball gets through the hole.
Oh, I thought the official was the second baseman for a second.
That ball just did not get
Soft
there.
throw over here to second and slides in under the tag.
Heliso made a good decision there to get down early and beat that throw, beat that tag.
Now the Rebels have runners in scoring position at second and third for the top of the order here, Stanford.
There was a lot of action for a slow hit single to right
I know, I
field.
looked over there and I thought, well, that's going to be no problem. And I looked, wait a minute,
That's the
official.
umpire. He's not going to field it.
No, he's not going to do that. Throw it over to first for you.
Well, end of all that, it's runners at second and third.
Ward is in a bit of a jam here. And there's a
Slow.
wait a second. Slow roller out
Good
there.
play.
But gets her by a step. So as we go to the bottom of the second, it's still Rebels up 1-0. Folks, as a reminder, the Varsity boys baseball team hits the road this week and goes down to Southern to continue their playoff journey. They'll be heading over to the Greensboro.
I believe you're right.
Okay.
As the description came to us, almost Mississippi. Is that what we heard?
Yeah, it's a long way. So we will not be able to make it due to prior commitments, but we wish them the best of luck as they head over, and hopefully we can see them again in the later rounds of the boys playoffs.
That is our hope, to catch another round of playoff action somewhere. You know, Chad, as we stand here going to this bottom of the second inning, the Rebels baseball and softball team are 3-0 in the first round of the playoffs so far. Looking for a pair of sweeps.
Yeah, the Rebels had a good outing the end of last week on Friday afternoon. And we are underway here in the bottom of the second.
Good job.
High throw by Patterson, but gathered up by OG on first to get the first out here in the bottom of the second.
I believe that was Perry at bat there. Real nice job there. Composure. OG got up, caught the ball, and came right back down on the bag.
So one out here in the bottom of the second. And now up to bat for the Lady Generals is number, what's that, 17, Sid?
I believe so.
17, Davis.
I cannot see her number.
Yeah, it's 17. So 1-1 count now.
Wow, ripped. That's out of here.
And over the right field fence for a solo home run for Davis. Knots up the score here at once in the bottom of the second.
That ball was a no-doubter as well. Didn't get high in the air, but it was more of a line drive, just completely out of here. So we are tied. I believe that's Lunsford.
Yep.
Up next, Chet.
Lunsford steps in for the Lady Generals and pushes that one back towards the fencing.
Good pitch. Good fastball.
Foster out in front, 0-2 now. To Lunsford.
Foul. Good pitch again. Late on that swing, just kind of chopped it over here, foul off the screen. Well, someone's enjoying a nice trip and it's crystal blue sky. Like an Air Canada 7.6.
Air Canada. Are you sure?
Well, it's got
Coming
that.
this way.
It's got that baby blue, kind of that light blue Air Canada livery, I think. Of course, trying to call it at 35, 38,000 is a little tough, right?
Yeah. We can't even see the scoreboard across the field.
We can't see the right fielder, but we can call the
You can't figure out
airplanes.
what the cruising number is.
You know, that is very true.
Yeah. No balls, 2 strikes. And Foster gets her swinging
Good
for the
pitch.
second out. Now up for the Lady Generals is number 3, Deaton. Deaton is listed as the right fielder for the Lady Generals. And that is the third out here in the bottom of the second. As we go to the top of the third, it's all knotted up with ones here from Chambers Academy in Lafayette, Alabama.
Pretty smooth and pretty quick bottom of the second there. Good pitching around. Foster did a nice job pitching there. Came back with some real good fastballs to get a K in the middle of that inning.
Yeah, after that home run there in the middle of that inning.
Yeah, it's really good to come back, start putting the velocity out there. Well, that's 2 we've seen today. We've seen OG go deep. Well, was it OG? No, it
No, it's
wasn't.
Foster.
It's Michaela Foster went deep, that's right. Good crowd here this afternoon, Chad.
Yeah, great crowd. Game 1 started off at 2. Game 2 started quickly after the game 1. It wasn't even a 10-minute recess, it seemed like.
Yeah, we're kind of accustomed to about a 20, 25-minute break, and just kind of caught up with us there a little bit. No harm, no foul. We managed to get our lineup cards, snuck an interview in at the half inning, so it all worked out.
Yeah, it usually does. Now up for the Lady Rebels is Earl.
Good
Earl
bunt.
lays down a bunt. It's going to be close down at first. And they get her.
Wow, that was a close call.
And Ump was right on it to make the call over there.
Your standard 2-3 put out. Really nice bunt. The ball just kind of died, didn't get a lot of roll, but I think that might have helped a little bit. Showed good throw.
Now up for the Lady Rebels is Michaela Foster.
Good power here.
Shot into right field for a single for Foster.
We're just directing some traffic to get some waters down to the umpire crew. Certainly nice of your daughter to go pick waters for the
That is.
for the blue crew today. Bruh.
OG steps up for Rebels with on first after that single to right.
Home.
Another single into right, and
She is going to be up at third base.
that was number 15, Blakely Allen, who checked in to run for Foster.
Made a good turn, got to third base on the throw.
So runners on the corners now for Pascal with one out here, top of the third.
Outfielder hit the cutoff lady. Didn't give up the base from first to second, so just take your medicine on that ball.
Pascal chops at that one, goes foul.
Just a little bit. Hit it off the end of the bat.
Just a little bit outside for a ball. Evens the count up at 1-1. Off the left foot of Pascal for a foul. One ball and two strikes.
Still trying to shake that little shot off the end of her foot. Trying to shake it off.
Low and in the dirt for a ball. Evens it up at 2-2.
One out. Need to pick up this run here.
You need a water?
Can I get one?
Big cut there by Pascal. Goes down swinging for the second out.
Good job there coming back, get that second out. Now you got to have a base hit or, pass ball, something of that nature. Get that runner home from third.
Now up for the Lady Rebels is number 2, Gabby Coleman.
Gabby walked her last at bat, Chet.
Gabby has shortstop duty for the Lady Rebels today.
Foul that one away.
Low in the dirt. One ball, one strike count now to Coleman. Strike call. So 2 balls and 1 strike now to Coleman with 2 outs. Rebels have runners on the corner.
Just nicked that one. Wow. Staying alive there. A couple of good pitches.
Pitch got away from Ward there.
Nice job by the catcher there, actually standing up and grabbing that ball.
A 2-2 count now.
Just foul.
Yeah, doing what she can to stay alive up there.
Well, she fouled off a couple of good pitches already in this at bat.
And OG advances down to second with no throw, with the runner on third.
Yeah, good decision. She had a good jump.
Now you take the force out at second, out of an infield play.
She's got to focus on this hitter. Wow. 3-2. Ran it full here with 2 outs. Everybody can move on the pitch.
That's right. So 3-2 count with 2 outs here in the top of the third. It's all tied up. The Rebels got runners at second and third. Coleman is looking to I was kind of wondering that count too. I thought she already walked on that last pitch.
Well, when you said 2-1, the scoreboard was showing 1-2, and that's why I flashed 1-2 on my finger. So if your count was correct, then they have missed a pitch. But I think we're going to stay at 3-2. Runner should be moving. Another pitch foul. Hanging tough.
You could say that.
Well, you know, just about anything, soft single or anything in the gap here's 2 runs. I think we're about to run out of balls over there. All these foul balls going back up the hill.
So 3-2 count now to Coleman with 2 outs. And
big strikeout.
Gets her swinging for the 3rd out. The Lady Rebels leave 2 on as we go to the bottom of the 3rd. It's tied up 1-1.
You know, that was a really good at bat. She really struggled and fought hard there to push that count full, but you just wonder if those missed opportunities are going to come back and haunt us later in this game. 2 base runners left on there. Well, Chad, as quickly as that wind picked up, it has subsided. Once again, awfully calm and warm, sunny afternoon.
Yeah, it's a beautiful afternoon. Once that sun starts going down too, if we're here anywhere past dusk, it's going to get quite chilly down here.
I was a little bit surprised this morning. Tad chilly.
So we are ready to get underway here in the bottom of the 3rd. The pitcher, Ward, is up to bat for the Lady Generals. Foster puts that one in the dirt.
I can't remember if we saw this team last year or if we saw this team earlier this year. But we've seen several games from the Autauga Lady Generals.
I'm pretty sure it was one of the earlier games beginning of the season for the Lady Rebels.
Soft fly ball.
Coleman snags that one down.
One quick out here.
Now up for the Lady Generals is number 11, Carol. First pitch was a ball to Carroll. Foster delivers a strike at the knees to Carroll. Evens the count up now 1-1.
Another good pitch.
Caught the inside corner there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Right at the knees. Tough pitch to handle.
Fouls that one off. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. High pop up, it's in foul territory. Patterson should get under it and does for the second out.
Patterson unassisted there on the pop-up. 2 quick outs.
Now up for the Lady Generals is number 7, Johnson.
Chad, we can see the varsity boys practice is ending as they make their way around the outside of the fence. Getting ready for that second round playoff chance.
Low in the dirt. I think Foster is keying in on that low fastball. What do you say?
Well, she is definitely going there. Keeping that ball down low, really tough ball to handle.
Shot back to second base there, and as
Good
handled
job.
easily there by Price for the third out. So quick inning here, and as we go to the top of the 4th, it's all tied up 1-1.
Chad, I'll be right back. I'm going to check on the umpire's water supply here.
I don't care.
Okay. What do you want? Like a soda?
I don't care. Water? Good water? We are ready to go here in the top of the 4th. Up for the Lady Rebels is number 34, Mackenzie Gillen.
Sorry about that, Chet.
You on?
Yes, sir.
McKenzie swung at that low one there. Counts now 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, we're moving right along here, Chad.
Top of the 4th.
1-1 tie. Good ball game.
That was a high for a ball to even the count at 2-2 now. Shot to short.
Bobbled. Safe.
Throw was errant, and McKenzie will stay tight over there at first.
Ball just kicked away for a second, and McKenzie showed good speed getting down first base line.
Now up for the Lady Rebels is
Price.
number 17, Sophie Price.
Running at first with nobody out. I don't know what that conversation with the umpires was.
Price takes that first pitch for a ball.
The Autauga pitcher has missed high and low. It's not like a consistent miss. She's done a good job here with a 1-1 tie, but it's the control looks a little bit shaky here in the top of the 4th.
Outside for a ball. Little gamesmanship over there at first by Gillen.
Another base runner. Need to capitalize on those on-base runners.
Pop up on
Oh,
foul territory over there.
just out of the reach of the first baseman.
And looking back, probably sit fighting that sun as well.
Well, the glare is really getting severe now, and we've got a good hour of worsening glare.
2 balls, 1 strike count to Price. Outside for a ball.
Anything hitting the air in front of this left fielder, Chet, it's going to be a challenge.
Three 1 count now to Price. Pushes
Just
that one back to the fence.
nicked that one foul.
Full count for Price with Gilland on first for the Lady Rebels here in the top of the 4th. No outs. Down the third base line and
Fair ball.
fair ball.
Good decision there by Gillen to stop at second base.
So a hot shot from Price down to third. Third baseman knocked it down, retrieved it in foul territory, and held the runners at first and second.
The Autauga third baseman did a great job of getting to that ball. It was right over the top of the bag. She batted it in fair territory. The ball rolled foul, but runners at first and second, and there's a result there.
And Heliso is now up for the Lady Rebels with runners on first and second with no outs here in the top of the 4th.
Need to get one here.
Bunt by Heliso, and it'll advance the runners.
Good job there.
So the Rebels have runners at second and third now with 1 out.
See that Autauga defense rotate there. Second baseman goes over as the first baseman charges for the bunt. Get the sacrifice.
Stanford steps in for the Lady Rebels. With 1 out here, an opportunity to get some space between the Rebels here and the Generals on top of the 4th. Burgeon tries to frame that up for the official. Big cut there by Stanford. Nothing happening on that one. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, she took a cut. She got a cut in on that one. Still in good position here to pick up a run.
Shot
Right
back
back
to
the pitcher.
And Mackenzie Gillen advances easily.
Nice
on
job.
The throw over to first.
That was a nice base running job there.
Yeah.
I appreciate her taking that base.
So an RBI there by Stanford. With 2 outs now.
Good strike.
Earl behind in the count now, 0-2. Pop up here in short left, right on the edge of the infield. Oh,
boy, right up in the sun.
Good catch there by the shortstop to end the inning here. Or close out the top of the 4th.
Excellent play there. Excuse me, Chad, by the shortstop, right in that sun.
Well, the Rebels leave 1 on base, but get 1 there in the top of the 4th, and they are up now 2-1 against the Lady Generals as we go to the bottom of the 4th. The Rebels are holding a 1-run lead now.
Yeah, you know, it was good to see that bunt, move the runners over, get them in position to have that sacrifice, the ground ball actually scoring the run. And a good job by Mackenzie Gillen there to take her time, wait for the throw to first, and then get a good jump and score run number 2 here. And we'll just cruise right on into the bottom of the 4th here. Chet, I believe it's going to be Burgeon, Powell, and Perry here in the bottom of the 4th.
You got it, because Burgeon's at the plate right now for the Lady Generals.
You know, we're just standing here and the sun is like burning my retinas, so got to be tough out in the field.
Burgeon takes that pitch for a ball. Sid, we haven't had a chance to announce the folks out in the field here, and we'll do that once we get a stoppage in play, getting those rosters a little bit late there in the first, kind of set us back. Shot to short, and high throw, but gathered up easily there by O.G. Daughtry for the first out here in the bottom of the 4th. So Patterson's at third, Coleman is at short, Price is over at second, Daughtry's at first, Foster is in the circle, Mackenzie Gillen behind the plate, Pascal, Earl, help me out, and Heliso, I think.
Sorry. Heliso's in center field, I believe, isn't she?
No, it's Earl.
Okay, sorry. You're right.
You got Poppy Earl and then Stanford. 8 and 9. That's what I have them listed as.
Oh, just off the light standard.
I got Stanford and Earl in right and center respectively, and
There
then
you
left
go.
is Pascal over here.
There you go. I was in such a rush writing, I wouldn't trust my numbering. Oh, good pitch. Sail a little high.
A lot of gas on that one there from Foster.
Good fastball.
Powell takes that one for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Pitch must have been just a bit outside, about belt high.
Outside for a ball.
The first time she's gone this deep in the count. I haven't seen a full count in a while. 3-1 now.
Powell pushes that one back against the netting.
Big time here for a strikeout. Got her.
Foster gets her looking here for the second out in the bottom of the 4th.
Good pitch, just above the knees. I mean, you gotta swing at that. I mean, you can't expect that pitch not to be called. 3-2 count, tight ball game.
Perry steps in for the Lady Generals and takes that first pitch as a ball.
Perry's a good athlete. We've seen her a couple of times pitching and playing in the outfield.
I think she was pitching last time they were up here.
Yeah.
High for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs here, bottom of the 4th. High pop-up, may have room. Nope.
Just. Hope that didn't nick anybody back there. Hopefully that was just a attempt to catch the ball and not somebody's head or something.
Perry takes that one at the knees for a strike.
Good pitch. Right about the knees. And you know, that pitch has been called consistently. This is not an up and down umpiring call.
High for a ball. Full count now to Perry.
Pick up one more K here and move on to the 5th. Just low.
Perry draws the walk with 2 outs.
Wasn't a bad pitch, just a tad low. We saw Davis just absolutely crush a ball last inning, or last at bat in the 2nd.
She'll be looking to repeat that here.
Yeah, because you know what she represents.
The go-ahead run.
She's not even on the on-deck circle.
A lot of juice by Foster out there.
Yeah, you can tell that Foster understands who's at bat. Velocity moved up. Try not to give her something that she can power on.
High for a ball. Two 0 count now.
Being very careful here with Davis. 2 outs.
Foster's ready to deliver. Strike right at the knees. 3 balls, 1 strike here to Davis.
Absolutely perfect pitch there in that situation. You don't want to just give in to her and throw one down the middle because she'll turn on it, I think, pretty quickly. Ooh, good cut there.
Just got a piece of that one. Full count now.
Foster working really hard here. Making good pitches, making this this big Autauga hitter work hard.
Ooh, and that gets over the head of McKenzie. And Davis draws a walk here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th with 2 outs.
Back-to-back walks. Like you say, 2 outs, a little bit better situation, so. But anything in the gap here is probably a run, maybe 2. Got to be careful. Strike.
That is number 8, Lunsford, up there for the Lady Generals.
Good job by Gillen catching that foul tip. Still throwing hard.
Pitch sailed on Foster for a ball.
Yeah.
2 balls, 1 strike.
You want to settle down here and get this 3rd out of the 4th. Don't let the big inning get itself set up.
Just a little bit low for a ball, so 3-1 count now to Lunsford with runners on 1st and 2nd for the Generals.
Couple big pitches coming up here in this ball game, in this kind of situation. 2-1 lead.
And a pop up this way.
That's foul.
Three-two count now to Lunsford. And hits it over to second, and should be an easy play at first, and is for the 3rd out here of the inning. So the Generals leave 2 on. No runs for them as we go to the top of the 5th. The Rebels are up 2-1.
Chet, that was a big escape there in my mind. I mean, you get the bases, you get this thing in jeopardy, you know. Clinging to a 2-1 lead, nice job by Foster there, coming back and getting the out. I think she
walks 2 batters and comes back and gets a ground out to second to end the inning. So, but yeah, that could have turned into something nasty right there.
Well, if you think about it, I think she pitched very carefully around Davis, and, you know, and that's a really good mindset to be able to discipline yourself. Say, I gave up a walk to the previous hitter. I've got a power hitter here. I'm going to be careful. I'll get the other out. That takes a lot
I
of
would take that walk
lot of discipline.
than a 2-run homer on the books.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah, I think we're still looking for the one she hit out of right center earlier. Chad, how would you like to do 162 of these a year with 81 of them on the road?
Woo!
That would be I would hope that's a good paying job because it's strenuous. 10, 12 day road trips. Wow.
It could be fun.
I think it might be fun for a couple years, then I
Yeah,
think it would be a job.
That's right.
Then it would be just nothing but work.
Now up for the Lady Rebels as we get underway here in the top of the 5th is 33 Foster.
Intentional walk. Quick runner at first with nobody out. That's an easy call.
So runner on first now for OG Daughtry.
OG with that traditional one sleeve up, the lead arm sleeve is up. Maybe some sort of mental freeing, you know, there. We've seen her execute, there's no doubt.
Takes that one for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. Just getting underway here in the top of the 5th. Looks like Allen checked in to run for Foster over at first.
Ward falls behind quickly here, Chet, 3-0. So OG can definitely look for a pitch here. I have to believe she'd have the green light. And she does.
And takes it into left center. Left calls everybody off.
Pretty secure job there by the left fielder, no doubter. Just made a move to her left, snagged the ball.
So 1 out for the Rebels here in the top of the 5th. Now up is number 24, Allie Pascal. Hot shot foul down the third base line. That was motoring though.
That ball needed about 8 inches to the right, and it's a double easy standing. Coach Patterson's had a couple of shots coming her way, and one throw that kind of got close.
Rebels are looking to capture this game 2 here to end the series as they won the first game 9-7, was it, Sid?
Yes, sir, 9-7. Good
And
pitch.
they're up right now 2-1, so Rebels are looking to avoid that trip down to Autauga to finish the series for the 3rd game.
You heard Coach Patterson's conversation. We had a couple of errors, you know, in the middle of that game when they came back after our big 7-run inning and just fought through it. Catcher wanted it, but it's a ball and 2 strikes. Good pitch.
Gets Pascal looking there for the 2nd out here in the top of the 5th. But the runner's still on first. Now up for the Lady Rebels is number 2, Gabby Coleman, shortstop.
Foul straight back. Quickly, 2 outs here. Chance.
Shot over to second, and easy put out at first. So after the intentional walk there to start the inning, nothing happening for the Lady Rebels as we go to the bottom of the 5th. The Rebels are up 2-1.
Second baseman made a nice move, picked that ball up, made a good throw, kind of a routine play.
Sid, as we learned in game 2 over at the baseball field, there's some funky rules about game 2s,
and we missed every guess we made.
Yes, exactly. So no telling. This could be the bottom of the 5th, could be the last chance. We never know.
Well, I'll tell you, I thought in the boys varsity game, I thought the 6 was the end of the game. I really did, but maybe it's the playoffs, but they definitely played the 7. And, you know, coming off a game that was stopped after 5 earlier, so you just never know what you're going to run into, I guess. And we may find that same situation as you point out here in the playoffs, where it's an elimination round. So I would think the trailing team wants every opportunity to try to score this game, score a run, tie this game.
And Heliso is out in the circle getting loose here for the bottom of the 5th for the Lady Rebels. Coming up here in the bottom of the 5th for the Lady Generals is Deaton, Ward, and Carroll.
Well, we're getting deep here into the game. No matter what inning we finish, we're making progress.
We'll be here as long as the iPad power stays on.
That is correct. And hopefully everyone can still hear us. I've got a red light here, so I'm going to do a little battery switch here, bud.
Deaton takes the first pitch low for a ball. Hot shot to third. Patterson peeps it in front of her and delivers for the first out here in the bottom of the 5th. Now up for the Lady Generals is the pitcher, Ward. Ward takes that one for a strike.
Nice play there by Patterson to recover from that ball just getting on the ground and making a good throw.
Ward gets a piece of that one.
And you said that was Deaton leading off for the Autauga Generals, right?
Yep. Now Ward is behind in the count, 0-2.
We've got some long shadows creeping onto the infield. Good pitch.
And Ward gets caught looking here for the second out in the bottom of the 5th.
I think that's a big out right there.
Carroll steps up now for the Lady Generals. Wanted that one, but held off.
You got all your outfielders shielding their eyes on every pitch here. That sun is really down at a critical angle.
Foul this way.
Stay down. Up. Well, that one's on the baseball field.
So 1 ball, 1 strike now to Carroll with 2 outs. That one got away from Heliso.
Surprised to see Carroll move up, showing bunt there.
Yeah.
Do not need base runners. That's one thing we want to avoid, even with 2 outs. And that's what we have.
Carroll draws the walk there with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th.
Not a bad pitch, just stayed a little bit low.
Now up for the Lady Generals is number 7, Johnson.
Pitch.
Took that one right there at the knees for a strike.
Trouble.
Short right out there and
Trouble.
over the head of the second baseman.
Throw came home. Good strong throw. But now we got runners at second and third with 2 outs.
That was Earl over there in right coming up gunning.
Well, Chet, we've got ourselves in a little bit of a jam here.
Yeah, the tying run is at third, go ahead's at second. 2 outs here. The catcher, number 55, Bergen, is up now for the Lady Generals.
Sharp single in the first.
Paul gets loose behind Gillen, and the tying run scores, and the go-ahead run advances over to third.
Ball made it all the way back to the backstop and picked up a quick run to tie the game.
Bergen takes that one for a ball.
Well, things have dramatically tightened up here, buddy.
Strike of the knees to Bergen.
Good pitch there. Well, it's 2 outs, but we still have a runner here at third.
And a pop up behind the plate, and Mackenzie Gillen gets it for the 3rd out here, but not after the Generals tie it up 2-2 as we go into the top of the 6th.
Chet, that might be a really big out right there. That foul tip caught by Mackenzie Gillen might really be a big play. How often do you see it that a player makes a big play and leads off the next inning?
Well, how about that?
See, that's why I said it. You see it often.
Yeah.
You see what I was going for there.
Yeah. Especially when you're the catcher. You're in all the action. You know?
I don't think you're buying my story much on that. You just give me that look. Well, the shadows, you can see them just starting to creep out. First base is in the shadows. Home plate will be in a shadow and sun very shortly, so we'll see if that has an impact on this, on these last innings.
Tight game so far here, Sid. Battle of the pitchers out there. Some pretty good defense.
Well, it's like we saw the other day, you know, for several innings in the varsity boys game. We saw a blowout in the opener. Then we saw the game go close until late in the innings. We've seen two pretty good ball games here today, a 9-7 game and now 2-2 in the 6th. Pretty good softball.
Yeah, Ward stays out in the circle for the Lady Generals. She's pitched the entire game. And it's knotted up here at 2s in the top of the 6th. And the Rebels are batting in the top due to the second game of the series here.
Let's go, Mac.
Mackenzie Gillen takes that one for a strike.
And as you see, that umpire has been very consistent with that low call right at the knees all day long.
High for a ball.
And as you run out of outs, you got to swing at those. You got to try to get something going here.
Foul tip.
Good swing, just nicked that straight back.
1-2 count now to Gillen. No outs here, top of the 6th. McKenzie rips this one into left, but
good job
left fielder
there.
didn't have to move. Caught that one here for the first out on the top of the 6th.
Oh, no shades, no hat, just looked at
Topping
the
it
ball,
out.
squeezed it, one away.
Maybe the sun isn't having that much of an impact on him.
Maybe it's having more impact on me than it is anybody
I
else.
think it is. Number 17, Sophie Price, steps in now for the Lady Rebels. And
Base hit, maybe,
puts
yes.
this one into left field for a nice base hit with one out. Just out of the reach of the outstretched arm of number 7, Johnson, the shortstop.
Davis doing a nice job there, backing up, getting to that ball quickly. Conference here, Coach Patterson and the umpire, making a little bit of a change maybe. Runner going in for Coleman.
Who's the runner? Riddle? Mary Riddle checks in for Sophie Price over at first.
I can't even see a number over there. Sorry, bud.
That's all right.
Well, I just had a coach ejected for Autauga.
He's restricted to the dugout.
Yeah, out of the game, not off the property.
Heliso steps in there for the Lady Rebels.
Shot.
Hadley Heliso rips
That's
it into
gap.
left center.
That's a gapper. You gotta go.
And that's going
You
to be
gotta
a bunch
go.
of extra bases up against the wall, having trouble out there. And Heliso is going to stay at third with a stand-up triple. And the Rebels take the lead on the one run scored. The big go-ahead triple there by Heliso. Shot to short, and quick
Scoring
throw over
run.
to first,
Yeah,
and can't hold it at first. So she is safe, and Heliso scores to take the lead up to 4-2 now here in the top of the sixth.
A little bit of action here going on, picking up 2 quick runs after getting tied in the bottom of the fifth. Bottom of the fifth. That's good comeback mentality here.
Number 16, Poppy Earl, steps up for the Lady Rebels. A little high and outside there for Earl for a ball.
Ball's hit well.
Earl hits this one to center, and it's gathered easily out there for the second out.
Good contact there on the ball, driving it deep center field.
Yeah, not too far from the fence, but just not enough. And yeah, I think we've been overhyping the sun. She had no problem with that.
You know, she just didn't even know there was a sun out.
Foster steps up now for the Lady Rebels with 2 out. Runner on first, takes that pitch for a ball.
It's a very good outfield here for Autauga. They've done a good job all day long. Backing up the infield, making good catches and good throws.
Pitch was low for a ball. Foster was intentionally walked last time up at bat.
Pitch just a little high.
Three-oh count now to Foster.
Good pitch.
Takes that maybe on the inside corner for a strike. 3-1.
Ward hanging in there, making good pitches when she needs to. Giving up some sharply hit balls though this inning. Foul straight back. Well, Chet, it's 3-2 with 2 out.
In the top of the sixth.
In the top of the sixth. Ball 4.
Same result as last at bat, but just took a lot longer to get there.
True.
Now up for the Lady Rebels is OG Daughtry. 2 outs with runners on first and second.
Time for a big hit, OG.
Time called by the skipper from the Lady Generals. Gonna go have a little chat with the pitcher. And you're right, Sid. This past inning, you can tell a lot of her velocity's coming down. Probably just getting worn out.
Well, she's made good pitches all day long, but the ball has just been hit sharply this inning. That's the one thing that watching these 2 games today, the Chambers Lady Rebels have taken their cuts. I mean, you know, they put 9 on the board in the opening play and opening game, and they were swinging the bat really well. And have been very aggressive at the plate today in game 2.
Well, everything stays the same out there for the Lady Generals. Probably a confidence booster talk out there.
Yeah. A little pep talk maybe, say let's get out of this inning. But you don't want to make a mistake with this hitter.
Sharply hit into right field, and that is going to score one.
Good job.
And Foster holds up at second. So OG gets an RBI on that one.
Good piece of hitting there, Chad. Took it to the hole.
And the Rebels extend their lead out now, 5-2. Big 2-out single there by Daughtry.
Good aggressive swing. Good base running aggressively. 2 outs. Go.
Now up for the Lady Rebels is number 24, Allie Pascal.
Allie's had a tough time with Ward today, 2 strikeouts. Like to see her get a 2-out hit here as well.
That was in the dirt for a ball.
Yeah, that ball hit a couple feet in front of the plate there, kind of rolled in. Ooh, good swing.
One ball and 2 strikes to Pascal, 2 outs, runners on first and second. Pops this one high, but it should make the fence.
Oh, just over the backstop there.
Fan stood up and this chair caught it, so good thing she moved. That high pitch evens the count at 2-2. Shot into right, and that should be the 3rd out, and it is here. As we go to the top of the 7th, the Rebels put on 3 that inning, extending that lead out 5-2. Oh, excuse me, we're going to the bottom of the 6th.
Bottom of the 6th. That old doubleheader jinx again.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice job there. Picking up 3 runs after you get tied late in the game. Good time with hitting, good base running.
Helliso comes out to pitch for the Lady Rebels again this inning.
Helliso did a really nice job in the 5th.
Sid, folks got to know a lot of these names that we're calling here are youngsters. These are, freshmen and sophomores out here that are playing. So some seniors, I think.
3 seniors.
3 seniors, yeah. And then a lot of underclassmen out here. So softball is looking bright for the Lady Rebels. I think one kid is in the 8th grade.
I agree, and I think it is a bright future. These young ladies are playing better. We've seen them develop. We've seen them, especially hitting. We've seen the hitting pick up as we watch games all year long.
So now here in the bottom of the 6th, Powell steps in for the Lady Generals. Hard shot down the third base line, but foul.
I believe that'll even the count at 1-1. Scoreboard's lagging just a touch.
Hard
Trouble.
shot into center field, but
Nice
gathered up
running catch there.
easily there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that is Stanford out there in center.
Nice running catch, moved a little bit to her right.
Now up for
Another
the Generals
shot.
is Perry. And another
Wow.
good catch out there by Stanford for the second out here in the inning.
Well, 2 quick outs. Another big bat here.
Davis steps in there for the Lady Generals.
We saw Foster pitch carefully here to Davis in the last, her last at bat. Interesting to see what Heliso will do.
Outside for a ball. Low for a ball.
Quick 3-ball count. Another walk.
Davis gets the walk with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. The Rebels are up 5-2 after a 3-run top of the 6th for the Lady Rebels. Now up for the Lady Generals is Lunsford. And she takes this one high into right center. And right at the fence.
Couldn't make the play.
Couldn't come up with the play, and good throw in and stand-up double for Lunsford. That was almost out of here, too.
Yeah, that ball was hit to the deepest part of the right center field area. Stand-up double. Narrows that lead to 5-2-3 with a runner at second.
And Davis scored easily on that double.
Yeah, 2 outs, she's got to go. No harm, no foul, just take off.
Now up for the Lady Generals is number 3, Deaton.
We could have had the scenario of 3 putouts in a row by the center fielder, but ball got just over her head. Should be the inning.
To third, she was short, and Coleman grabs that one for the 3rd out. But not before the Lady Generals put 1 on the board and cut into that Rebel lead. The Rebels are up 5-3 as we go to the top of the 7th.
Well, this game's going to remain tight, it looks like here, Chet. Unless, of course, the Lady Rebels can put some runs on the board.
Oh, this is the last inning for them.
Yeah, top of the 7th, that's right. We'll get our at bat, and they'll get the home half of the inning, and they don't put some runs up, it's the end of the season for Autauga. Since I'm obsessed with this sun, you can see that home plate is now completely in the shadows. So the pitcher's in the sun, home plate's in the shadows. The ball goes through the second baseman, the shortstop, center field.
And Ward stays out there in the circle for the Lady Generals this inning as well.
Well, she's been a gamer today, I'll tell you. Worked hard, thrown a lot of pitches.
Up for the Lady Rebels is number 2, Coleman. First pitch is a strike to Coleman. Shot foul down the first baseline.
Quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Shot to first. Easy put out there for the first baseman.
Yeah, first baseman never had to make a step. Ball came right at her.
34, Mackenzie Gillen, the catcher, is up for the Lady Rebels with 1 out. And she lays down the bunt.
Safe.
And she legs it out down the
Safe.
first base line.
That one caught me off guard. I was not expecting Mackenzie to bunt, but it's a bunt single.
Now up for the Lady Rebels is number 17, Sophie Price. Lady Rebels looking for a little more insurance runs here in the top of the 7th.
I have Sophie Price 2 for 3 so far today. I believe that's right.
Shot to second, handled easily over there for the 2nd out.
There could have been a chance for a double play there. That's the ball was really sharply hit. But straight to first, 2nd out. Would have been nice to get that lead runner, so now a single doesn't give up a run.
So now up with 2 outs is number 18, Heliso. She had a big triple in last inning, part of that a big 3-run 6th for the Lady Rebels.
Really hard hit ball as well.
Pitch is high for a ball. Held back on that one, high pitch for a ball. So 3-1 now to Heliso with 2 outs. Gillen on second.
See how Ward comes back in here. She throws that low outside pitch again, trying to get her to go for it. Just low all the way.
Draws a walk on there with 2 outs. Now up for the Lady Rebels, top of the order, Stanford.
Well, 2 aboard here.
Swing and a miss there by Stanford. Ooh, hot shot right back to the pitcher.
Wow.
And 8 up for the 3rd out here in the top of the 7th. We're going to the bottom of the 7th. Rebels are up by 2, 5-3.
Well, that was a ripped shot right back to the pitcher, and she had just very little time to react. Ball in the glove, innings over. Half innings over. Well, Mr. Carter, we need 3. We need 3 outs, and they need 3 runs. So,
See which one gets the 3.
let's hope it's us.
That's right. Folks, as a reminder, the baseball team is traveling down to Southern, I'm going to call it Greensboro, Alabama, for the round 2 baseball playoffs. I think they're heading down there Thursday, I think, of this week. Make sure you travel down there and support the Rebel Varsity baseball team, as they had a clean sweep of the Hooper Colts here last Friday.
Second round of the playoffs for the varsity boys. Getting underway soon. Looks like they had a nice long workout today. Trying to keep that edge on for the second round to start.
And we are ready to get the bottom of the 7th underway. Helliso is out there in the circle for the Lady Rebels. As you mentioned earlier, Sid, looking for 3 outs.
She's done a really nice job here in relief.
Ward takes a cut at that, puts it back against the backstop.
I believe this is Helliso's 3rd inning of work.
Fouled back by Ward again. Behind the count, 0-2 now.
2 quick strikes. That sun is really coming at a strange angle here. Right in the pitcher's face. Foul tip caught, buddy.
So 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th for the Lady Generals. And now up is number 11, Carroll. Shot back to the pitcher, and
2 quick
easy
outs.
put out at first for 2nd out.
Yep, your standard 1-3 for the 2nd out. That looks pretty good here. You know, it is softball, baseball. You never, ever can be assured of it, but it's looking better.
Johnson steps in there with 2 outs for the Lady Generals. Takes that first pitch for a strike.
Helliso has been on this inning for sure. Down to your last out here for the season.
Pitch was low. Two balls and 1 strike now. 1 out away from the Lady Rebels going to the 2nd round of the softball playoffs. Pitch is high for a ball. Runs the count out now, 3-1.
Do not want to see base runners.
Tying run is on deck, Sid.
I knew it was coming. The tying run moves to the plate.
Now we go. So Johnson draws a walk here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th.
Well,
Bergen is up now for the Lady Generals.
It's just never easy, is it?
Everyone is on their feet here. Quick throw down to first by Gillen, chasing the runner back.
That play makes me nervous. Always makes me nervous. Well, we got 2 outs here.
Yep.
Need 1 more out. Heliso just needs to bear down and work on, just focus on that hitter. Good pitch.
Bergen takes that pitch for a strike. Evens the count up 1-1 now. Bergen represents the tying run. Bergen takes that strike looking. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Bergen with 2 outs, runner on first.
Well, pitcher advantage now. I mean, you're down to it. You've got to be aggressive at the plate. Make a good pitch. Got her.
And Heliso gets Bergen swinging for the 3rd out here, and the Lady Rebels will advance onto the round 2 of the AISA softball playoffs. What an exciting game, Sid.
Awesome relief pitching there. Heliso came in and worked 3 innings and just did an outstanding job. And I'll tell you, this Lady Rebels offense really poured it on when they needed it, Chad. It was an outstanding game.
Yeah.
Glad we got to see this win. And like we said earlier, that's both teams, the varsity boys and the varsity girls, in sweeps in the first round.
Yep. Best of luck to the Lady Rebels as they venture on to the 2nd round. Congratulations to all of them. Hope they enjoy this one and prepare for round 2. So Sid, thanks for coming out and
thank you, buddy.
doing the game.
Always a pleasure.
Folks, have a great time and thank you for joining Chambers Academy Sports Live.